Hello.
Hi.
Hi. It's actually, don't worry, are you worried that the microphone is going to give you a shock?
Because that's a valid fear.
Not used to talking on the microphone.
You got this!
I have a question from my friend. She wants to know if you're going to do any more YouTube cooking shows with your kids.
Good question. Thank you for asking that. I mean, I kind of actually made one a couple of days ago that was just so cute because they were making a salad dressing and it was just such a fiasco. So I surreptitiously recorded them. They have become self-conscious of the camera a little bit, and they start mugging the camera and thinking that they're cute, and there's nothing less cute than kids that think they're cute. And also, a kid at another school told Wes that he had a lot of likes or something like that on YouTube.
Followers.
And so Wes was like, I want to see how many likes we get. And I was like, no. Nobody likes you. Because I know firsthand how psychologically damaging that kind of mindset can be. So I think it's I'm getting into a slightly dangerous territory. That said, we're writing a family cooking cookbook right now. And in order to promote that, well, first of all, we did like a full week of photo shoots with the kids and like little cute things and food stylist and everybody trying to look like they're not feral beasts. And so we'll use those photos to exploit the children. We'll probably make more videos also to exploit them. So as much as I hate to damage my kids by like putting them into the limelight and making them conscious of these things like YouTube and Instagram, for personal gain, I will do it. Thank you.
Hi. So I was wondering if you were any breed of dog, and if Castiel was any breed of dog, what breeds of dogs would you be?
Chihuahua.
I would probably
Teacup
be
poodle.
I don't know, a Doberman?
Chihuahua.
Or a poodle, maybe a poodle.
A poodleman? Dobernoodle?
I think Cass is some sort of stray mutt. Maybe like a lab shepherd collie mix or something like that. Yeah. Okay. Hi. No. You're up. Somebody's up. Everybody forgot.
I keep wanting to hide from you, and yet the opposite keeps happening.
Why do you want to hide?
Because you're pretty.
Are you talking to your hair?
I'm talking to this stupid thing.
Oh, the microphone.
Yeah.
Actually, when you talk to the microphone, you're talking to everybody. That's how it works.
Well, I mean,
You're
sure.
stupid. Got it. Not you.
I mean, if they wanted to be about them.
No.
So the question I have is, as somebody who struggles with PTSD and depression, I found the scene between Cass and Empty Cass allegorical to what it's like struggling with these mental illnesses. I wanted to know your thoughts on that and what people who struggle with those kind of things could learn from Castiel's response.
I'm not quite sure I follow. Like basically that because the two characters looked like one another, it was sort of like talking to your own inner demons or something? Is that what you mean?
Sort of, and like, you know, PTSD has flashbacks and everything, which Cass sort of forces on Cass as a form of torture. And basically, like, reminds him of all his past failings and everything that's happened to him, and sort of, and the way he talks about how you want to go back to sleep, and that you're better asleep, you're not wanted back there, which is something, which, yeah, is something that somebody with depression or PTSD would have to deal with.
That's not an angle that I had thought about with regard to
I'm
that.
sorry.
with that particular scene. Now, when I think about that scene, I'll get very sad.
Sorry.
No, but I think so. I'll maybe just riff a little bit, but I think that there's something about Castiel that seems like he is struggling to be a human.
No, never mind.
In general, or to relate with humans and the world in general. And I think that that's something that is often very relatable to people who struggle with any kind of mental illness. He seems like he's struggling, you know, and I think that that makes him relatable a lot of the time. And I definitely see that. I definitely see that aspect of the character. And I think that that character really does, like, he really is struggling. He is full of self-loathing. He doesn't feel like he belongs most of the time. And he often seems to wish that he could be better or be someone else. And I think that that's something that that resonates with a lot of us. Which is maybe why some people like that character. You know? I don't know. I just like him because he's pretty. Thanks. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. So you've had, in the long tenure that you've been on the show, a lot of chances to play so many different iterations of Cass, like whether you had Lucifer or Leviathan Cass, all of them. Do you have a particular Cass that you enjoyed playing the most? And is there something you would like to see Cass play in the future?
I've answered this question before by saying that I enjoyed playing Lucifer, and part of the reason that I liked playing Lucifer was that the template that Mark Pellegrino had set for that character was so cool, and it was so fun to just play something so radically different from Castiel.
And you did a great job at it.
Thank you, that's what I was hoping you'd say. And, but the other thing about that role, that particular version of Cass, was that I got to do it for kind of a long time. I mean, there was a bunch of episodes that I got to do it for, so I got to get to know that character. Most of the other iterations of Cass that I have played only lasted for, 2 or 3 episodes or something. They didn't have that long span, and it was nice to get to sink into it a little bit. But I was just thinking, the other thing that has been really cool with this character is getting to play the same character for going on 11 years. And the original Cass, getting to play just Cass, and getting to see how as time goes by and that character goes through all of these different experiences, these 100+ episodes worth of experiences, he changes. And some of the changes are kind of monumental, like all of a sudden he has had all pop culture references downloaded into his brain. Some of the changes are monumental, like he got to see what it's like to be a human for a little while. But some of the other changes are really subtle and small, and they're just adding up to small personality changes that take place over time. And kind of even unconsciously for me, I just noticed that Cass has changed. And it's not just that he's gotten super old. He just has these like different characteristics than he did when he first came on the show, and it's not because I'm like calculating, well, now Cass knows people better, so ergo he, relates to them in X manner. It's just changes over time. And that's kind of interesting to get to experience, and it's not something that actors generally get to do because shows don't last this long. Yeah, so it's kind of cool. So I'm going to change my answer to just regular old cast.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you.
Hi. I'm just wondering if you could pick a storyline for your character or for the show in general for a season, what would you pick?
Hawaii.
I guess, I think it would be cool if in Supernatural, like a lot of times we're dealing with these very bizarre, fanciful, supernatural beings. And I think it would be cool if we spent a season or even two where the boys are just going after Trump.
Yes!
And just trying to reverse all the damage that he's done. Thank you. Hi.
Hi. First I wanted to congratulate you for doing such an extraordinary job on Thursday's episode. I think it was one of your best ones. And if I was, the stupid people who give Emmys to people, I would definitely give you one.
Oh, those people aren't stupid, they're amazing. They're some of the smartest people in the business.
You were very, very, very good, and I really enjoyed the interaction with Mark and with Alex.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I
on
have
that-
not seen the episode. Don't tell me.
Well, you should.
I
That
can't
guy
weigh
who played
in on
Castiel
this.
was really good.
I'll take your word for it. Thank you.
On that note, I was wondering if Castiel would consider becoming human back again to help Jack deal with his own humanity.
No.
Just fuck him.
No, but it's, this has been kind of an interesting art. I've never talked about the show so much. It's so weird. It's been an interesting turn of events for Cass because Cass is seeing that Jack is going through something that's almost the exact same thing that he went through in seasons. And
Yeah, we picked up on that. Season 9, I think it was. Was it human?
and
After the fall?
So he feels like, oh, this is something, I think Cass has been wanting to be a father figure. He feels like he has failed in his duties as a father figure. He has not lived up to the promises that he made to Kelly, and now is his chance to redeem himself, particularly because he's really the only one who knows what Jack's going through from a truly empathetic standpoint. And in the process of doing that, what he's telling Jack is, like, you don't have to have powers to belong, and you belong here. You're part of this family. We care about you. We love you. And I think that by saying that to Jack, it's the first time that Cass has to kind of feel like, well, if I'm saying that, I must somehow belong. Because I think Cass has always felt like he doesn't belong. But I think by virtue of the fact that he's extending that welcome to Jack, he has to be applying it to himself in some way. So it's kind of an interesting moment for him. And I think it's the first time that he's actually felt like he belonged. It's kind of weird, right? Yeah. I mean, he might not belong, but he thinks he does. Anyway, yeah, thanks. Hi.
Hi. Always nice to see you, by the way.
Good to see
Listen
you.
to you. So I'm a mom of 5, and
That must be easy.
yeah, absolutely. All of them are 9 and under.
Oh!
3 of them are 2 and under.
3 of 2 and under?
Yeah.
You have twins?
Yeah.
Because
2
we're now the
sets.
youngest is 4.
Oh, that little head tilt to the side. So,
I feel your pain.
I don't know about you. Well, I know enough from Twitter to know that you have a very
So you sleep a lot.
That's
And
why I
you
look
probably
at
get
your
out to
Twitter
go do things like this all the time.
right.
Yeah.
So, I haven't been out of the house in in a while, so this is really cool.
Welcome out of the house.
So I know enough from your Twitter to know that you have a very kind of unique parenting style. I think it's really cool. But I don't know about you as a parent, you know, I kind of lay awake at night, or I'm awake at night, and I think about what I want to teach my kids, like truly, if I were not in this earth anymore, what do I want them to know? I don't know, from philosophy to, you know, religious beliefs to how to be a nice person, how to contribute to society, all these things, right? So, I don't know about you, but I wonder from you, what is the thing, like the one or two big things that you want to teach your kids, that you want to leave with them? Sorry.
No, I wish I had thought about this at some point. So wait, we're supposed to be teaching them shit? Isn't that what the school stuff is for? You know, it's funny. I mean, you know, as a parent, you see the kids, they're so different from each other the moment they're born, right?
Okay.
And in India, there